Ooh. Embrace the suck. Now, what does it mean to embrace the suck? Embracing the suck is basically just expecting and going ahead at it full steam, something that you know is going to be dreadful. Why I show the shop? Because that's just one of the things that absolutely sucks, but I have to embrace it to get through it. Now hear me out. Don't get me wrong. Cleaning the shop is not the worst thing. This is just something that I'll play a little bit of lo-fi music and I'll just jam and just grind away at cleaning up. But things that suck is, for the most part, working on your own vehicles. That task by itself sucks for the most part because you have to deal with things breaking, things not going as planned. For me, working outside. I went outside this morning, it was 36 degrees. It was an icicle inside of this shop. And I wasn't working in here where I could try and put the heat on and it slowly raised the temperature. No, I was outside, wind cutting and everything. But I had to embrace the sun. Now, I know what you're saying, guys. You're saying it's easier said than done, okay? How am I supposed to enjoy something that's gonna absolutely suck to do? And I know, you make absolute sense by thinking that way. But if you know it's gonna suck, find ways that you can work around it to make it suck just a tad bit less. I don't know about you, but one thing that I truly hate is the fact that when I plan something out to the best of my ability, and after I plan it out, I go to execute it, and then it just falls apart one thing after the next. Maybe you should set two set of goals. One that if things are falling into place, that all can line up and work according to plan. But then also a second set of goals just to give you some kind of momentum when everything just goes to complete crap, to be honest with you. Now let's be honest, guys. Working in the shop and working on cars is not always the most fun thing to do. And quite honestly, pretty sure almost, if not all of you guys have to push yourself sometime to make it happen, to make yourself work on the car, make yourself paint that thing that needed to get painted or do whatever else. And especially the things that are just absolutely not enjoyable whatsoever. But with that being the case, you can find ways to make things go a little bit better. Now, take for example, this bash bar behind me. This bash bar, it first came out great when I painted it. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would know what I'm talking about. If you don't follow me, I'll have the link to my Instagram below. But guys, working on this bash bar was a breeze at first, okay? I wanted to change the color, so I sanded it down and got it ready to be painted. Sanded it down, threw some enamel paint on it, felt like I was good to go, let it bake for a couple days, had the heaters going full blast, right? So I'm thinking everything is going to go great with this bash bar. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and it didn't work like that. Because once I let it bake, I looked at it, I saw about a 12-inch spot that you could still see some of that gilded brass under it. Okay, it kind of upset me. So I said, okay, that's fine. What I'll do is I'll use a little bit of acetone, hit it with the acetone, then I'll just scuff it real quick, lay some more paint. How hard could that be? Guys, it literally turned into a 4-day expedition. I end up having to completely repaint the entire bash bar through its entirety because that acetone and maybe the enamel paint, or that paint in particular, had some kind of reaction, and then it would fry up, it'd crinkle up, it looked real nasty and ugly and everything. And I'd sand it and do it again, and it'd do the same thing. And sand it and then do it again, and it'd do the same thing. And I was getting upset. It's already 40 degrees in here. It's the middle of the night. I don't understand. I'm trying to get the car back. The car was in this crash mishap, whatever you want to call it. And it just wasn't going great for me. I don't have a lot of time to work on the car, so the few times I get, I cannot let this thing kick my butt. I was not enjoying the suck. I was not embracing the suck either. So, what did I end up doing? I ended up taking a break and taking a step back first. I had to take a little bit of time off. I said, all right, let me get my mind right. Now, let's see, what can I do to make this thing go a little bit better? Let's throw a little bit of music on, and let's anticipate that everything that I do is going to be absolutely crap. That's what we're going to do. We're going to anticipate everything being bad. So I went on ahead and took my time and completely sanded down this thing, cleaned it up, got it ready to go, and it finally ended up working out. And now it's time for me to take it down because I have sanded it, primed it, painted it. It is looking gorgeous now. I've got clear coat on it, and it's ready to go back on the car. Now remember, guys, what we're talking about is mental warfare, okay? Psyching yourself up mentally to be able to handle whatever task it is that, quite frankly, you're not actually going to enjoy doing. Now, think of this as an example. You just put a full tank of gas in your truck and drove it home for the weekend and parked it. Then you try to crank it up again for work, and wow, you don't hear the fuel pump, the truck doesn't start, you're going to be late for work. So you finally take the other vehicle and you get to work, but throughout the entire day, you were thinking about how it's gonna suck to drop that gas tank that's full of gas, okay? Now, am I saying try to spend the entire day and formulate a better idea that's gonna help you do the task quicker? No, that's not really gonna happen. Just know that, hey, this is what's gonna have to happen. Put a little forethought so you're not doing anything stupid. And once you formulate a plan, run with the plan. Take it head on. And when you take it head on, yes, it still will suck, but it won't suck nowhere near as bad when you're actually doing it because you've prepared yourself mentally instead of dreading it the entire time. And guys, know this, that embracing this suck does not apply just to working on cars. It actually can be part of your philosophy of life. I know it sounds crazy, but let's say you dread going over to your in-laws. I don't experience that because I love my in-laws, but for the most part, there's people who hate their in-laws. If you know you're gonna hate your in-laws, instead of trying to spend the entire time trying to get out of it, if you find ways to distract your mind while you're there, or find something that you can have somewhat of a good time there doing, it might not be as bad, and you're embracing the suck. So guys, embrace the suck. Yes, there are many things that you do that will indeed suck. Without a shadow of a doubt, whether it's working on the car, working in the shop, trying to figure something out, work, whatever, embrace the suck. It's not going to always be fun. Some things we won't be able to get out of. But you know what? If you look for just a little bit of positive, if you set some modest goals, 2 sets of goals maybe, a good day set and a sucky day set of goals, it might help you keep your sanity and push through no matter why you're doing it and what you're doing in general. And also guys, I'm making this video to help myself because right now I've been trying to tune and it has not been going great by a long shot, but I'm trying to stick it out. But man, I think I'm gonna have to get a tuner. That'll probably be a video later on down the road. But I'm embracing the suck of tuning and I'm slowly understanding it, slowly but surely, and inching away a little bit closer to burnouts and skids and everything else. And I'm pretty sure you guys will like the way the BMW looks, how it sits now, and I'll give you a sneak peek of something that's not on it anymore. I know I said I wasn't gonna do it, but boy does it look good. Anyway guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.